Have you ever woken up after 10 hours of sleep only to feel like you haven't slept at all? You haven't worked out, you haven't run a marathon, you haven't even left your house. Yet your bones feel heavy, your mind feels foggy. You are tired of nothing. Most people think fatigue comes from doing too much, but the most dangerous kind of exhaustion comes from doing too little of what matters and too much of what doesn't. In a small village at the foot of a mountain lived a young man named Kaito. Kaito was healthy, he was strong, and he had a brilliant mind. But Kaito spent his days in a constant state of exhaustion. He would sit by the river for hours thinking about the business he wanted to start. He would lie in bed at night thinking about the person he wanted to become. But by the time the sun rose, he felt too drained to take a single step. His friends were moving forward. They were building homes and raising families. When they asked Kaito why he was always so tired, he couldn't explain it. "I haven't done anything today," he would say, "and yet I feel like I'm carrying a mountain on my back." He felt guilty. He felt like a failure. The more he rested to recover his energy, the more exhausted he became. He was trapped in a prison made of his own hesitation. Kaito sought out an old master living on the hill. The master looked at Kaito's tired eyes and smiled. He didn't offer him tea or a bed. Instead, he handed Kaito an empty cloth bag. "Follow me," the master said. They walked to a nearby stream filled with smooth, heavy stones. "Every time you think of something you should do, but decide to do later, pick up a stone and put it in the bag." "The exercise I should have started this morning," Kaito said, dropping a stone in. "The apology I owe my brother, another stone. The roof I need to fix, the book I started but never finished, the decision I'm afraid to make." Soon the bag was overflowing. Kaito was gasping for breath, his knees buckling under the weight. The master stopped and said, "Kaito, you are not tired because you are weak. You are tired because you are carrying 1,000 layers with you everywhere you go." The master looked him in the eyes. "Energy does not come from rest alone. Energy is generated through action. When you leave a task unfinished in your mind, it stays there. It drains your battery in the background like an app left open on a phone. You are not exhausted from the work you are doing. You are exhausted from the work you are avoiding." The master explained that doing nothing is actually very hard. Work for the brain, it requires the constant energy of guilt, anxiety, and overthinking. Kaito realized that the only way to find rest was to find completion. He didn't need more sleep, he needed more movement. He went home and fixed the roof. He called his brother. And as he finished each task, the heaviness in his chest vanished. If you feel tired today, ask yourself, is it because you've done too much? Or is it because you are carrying the weight of everything you haven't started yet? Close the open loops in your mind. Take one small step. You'll find that the more you do, the less tired you become. If this story touched you, like, share, and subscribe for more stories.